So tomorrow in the Champions League, it will see Arsenal face Olympiacos at the Emirates Stadium. So this is my preview and my predicted lineup for that game. So Olympiacos, this season I believe that they're unbeaten. I think they only drew one game in the league, might be two, and they've also not conceded many goals. I think they've conceded 4 goals. In their last game in the Champions League, it was a 0-0 draw, which they will be disappointed with because they were paying 10 men for, well, they were favourite anyway, but they were paying 10 men as well for most of the match. So they'll be disappointed not to get the win there. Arsenal, obviously, in their last game in the Champions League, they beat Athletic Bilbao. That was a 2-0 win. That was a solid win for us. The players coming off the bench, both Trossard and Martinelli, making a difference. So, Olympiacos, they actually have Daniel Podence. I don't know if Premier fans will remember him, but he used to play for Wolves. That's quite a fun one. And if you see here, in the last time we played, Olympiacos actually beat us. The last time we played a competitive match in the Europa League, Olympiacos beat us 1-0. So, we want a revenge for that. This is by no means an easy game. We can't overlook Olympiacos. They're a decent team. They've caused us problems before in the past. And as I said, they'll be looking to win this after they drop points. So we can't count our chickens. You know what I mean? That being said, I do believe Arsenal will be going into this game as pretty heavy favourites. As I said, Olympiacos been decent this season. They've not conceded many goals, but this is a different level. So I do expect us to go there, get the job done. Now, Daniel Podence as well. As I said, Daniel Podence, I think it's dangerous. I've not seen him in a while. If he's still got that pace that he had when he was in the Premier League, then they could be dangerous on the counter attack. So we'll have to watch out for that. So let's get into the predicted lineup. So I do think we'll go with a strong lineup here. I think there'll be a couple changes, and maybe some players get rested, but we got this game, and then we got West Ham this weekend, and then it's an international break. So I don't think Arteta's going to worry too much about rotation and about players being fatigued. So first of all, goalkeeper David Raya. It's the obvious pick. Kepa won't play this game. Kepa will only play in the Yowie Cup games, I believe, or if David Raya gets injured. So this will be David Raya will be going in goal. So at right back, I think it will be Julian Timber. I was tempted to bring Ben White in for this game, but I think Timber is the number one right back at this club. If he's fit and he's ready, I believe he will play. And he's been one of our best players, if not our best player this season so far. So I have no problem starting him, but not a bad second choice having Ben White at all. And then on the left, I'm going to go with Miles Lewis-Skelly. So this is my first change. I think this is the first change he'll make. And again, not a bad second option to have at all. But I do think Calafiori will get a bit of a rest this one. He's played most of our games, if not all of our games. So, I believe Lewis-Skelly will play this game. The two centre-backs, it's going to be Gabriel and Saliba. Saliba, who has just signed a new deal, of course, at Arsenal for 5 years. Against Newcastle, he started Mascara, and, then ended up being Saliba on at half-time, and I think Saliba will be playing there. I think he is again. That is our best centre back pairing. So I do expect to see that this game as well. Obviously, Big Gabby got the goal as well that won us the game against Newcastle in the 96th minute. So yeah, them two are immense together. So onto the midfield, and I believe it will be Declan Rice and Marta Zubimendi. Still, I don't think there'll be changes. I was tempted to put Mourinho in, but this is just what I think Arteta will do. I think he will stick with them two. And I also think Eze will be the other midfielder again. Was very well in the midfield against Newcastle. And I'm not quite sure if Ødegaard's ready to start yet. I do expect him to get a good few minutes. I think he'll come on not far into the second half. But I do think it will be the same midfield that we saw against Newcastle. On the wing, on the right, I'm going to go with Saka. I mean, especially if Madueke is injured, Saka is the obvious choice, and I think that one's pretty simple. I don't think Nwaneri will be picked there, so I will go with Bukayo Saka, and again, I have absolutely no problems with that. Then on the other wing, I'm going to go with Martinelli. I think Trossard played the last game, so I think Martinelli will probably get this one. And he's been on good form at the minute, so he deserves to start in this game. And again, the fact that he's our second or third choice winger, if we're playing Eze on the wing, you know, the squad depth is pretty mental, and this is games like this where you can rotate, you know, these your players here, and you know, we can see the best out of them. And then up front, I'm going with Victor Gyökeres again. He will play if he's fit and ready. He will play, and again, I think we're starting to see more of him. I think we're starting to see some good build up play with him. So hopefully, he can get a goal in this game. So that is my predicted lineup. That is with the team I think Arteta will go with. My prediction, I'm going to go with another 2-0 to Arsenal. I'm going to say Gyökeres will score, and I'm going to say Bukayo Saka will score. I think we'll get a comfortable 2-0, but again, we can't rule out Olympiacos by any means. I think it wouldn't surprise me if it's a difficult game. But I think once we get the first goal, we'll have control of the game. So let me know your thoughts. Are you feeling confident? You know, what's your predicted lineup? What would you change? Let me know. And yeah, make sure you show some support to this video. It'd be greatly appreciated. And I'll hope to catch you in the next one. All right, bye.